Hey YouTube, I'm back. Well, it looks like another YouTuber has fucked up. All right, these are one of the big ones. Boy, his name is Logan Paul. His brother is Jake Paul. They entertain mostly young kids. The audience, they do pranks. They apparently make a lot of money. I think they're based out of L.A. Anyway, this guy then went over to Japan, and there's a place called Suicide Forest, right, where people are known to kill themselves there. He decides to go in there and film. Okay, I understand that people have been known to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, so there are places in San Francisco, even here in the States, where are known to go and commit suicide. This boy he's in a lot of trouble with YouTube. Y'all get mad for a couple days. You know how it goes. The big thing for me is when you have these kids getting threatened with years in prison for shoplifting, or you see these people who have been caught in these countries because they've done something they're considered to be disrespectful in these countries. Why would this boy decide to go to Japan and go to a place where it's apparently a very sad type place? No doubt people have lost relatives there. It's not like it's almost worse than a burial ground. It's where people have killed themselves. I think he went there looking for a body. He said he went there just to do a little video and talk about ghosts and stuff like that. But you don't got to go all the way to Japan to talk about ghosts. He went there probably in his mind hoping to find a body or someone on the verge of committing suicide. I would think he was all prepared for it. The lights were there, the cameras were there, all his crew was there. They like to film everything. Why would you go into a place called Suicide Forest if you're not looking to find suicide? So, and then the way he carried on at the burial site, or at the, I guess you call it the killing site, where the person was hanging there, he went on making jokes, laughing with his stupid hats on, and he didn't seem to be affected at all by the fact somebody's died. How disrespectful to another country. That's where I'm offended. Because he's a prankster and all that, I'm sure, why couldn't he just do that here? There's neighborhoods in Chicago you can go and find dead bodies. You want to do that? Why would you go to another country and film something like that when you're a visitor, you're a guest? I think it's wrong. Now, if the people arrested his ass and sentenced him to 30 years on that or some other bogus crime be trumped up, then he would be talking about how cruel and barbaric they were. When are we going to learn not to go overseas acting damn food, not to be ugly Americans? What in the hell is funny about a dead body hanging from a tree? Where is the humor in that? Then his audience is kids. I think I saw him on one of them shows. I saw him on a show last week. He talked about his audience was something like 8 to 12. So they're little kids. Now, why in the hell would a dead body swinging from a tree be entertainment for 8 to 12-year-old children? Sad story. It's a pitiful story, really. I don't think he's going to suffer very much from it. I think because his audience is not old enough to complain, take offense. Apparently they made him take down the video, or he said he took it down, but which he knew that was coming anyway. And he said he demonetized it after it got millions of views. Well, it's going to be demonetized by YouTube anyway, so he hasn't done anything, really. I don't necessarily say this kid is a horrible monster or anything like that, but he's extremely disrespectful. When you want to go and play those antics and things, do things like that, don't go to other people's country where you're a visitor and do that to their country. Why are you showing their bodies? They got bodies here. We have suicide here. So he got lucky. I'm not totally familiar with the way the laws are in Japan, but I know over in that area, in those areas, it can be dangerous for these people to go over there acting a damn fool. So I would suggest to Logan Paul, keep your ass at home if you want to act a fool. Don't go places where the people are not familiar with you. People maybe even have resentments towards you. You don't know what you're dealing with, and you're going to go over there and feel. I just can't get over that. You're filming a dead body hanging from a tree for an audience of people 8 to 12 years old. Where's the humor? What is stupid about it? You cut the camera, call the police. That's what you do. Or you just get out of the forest and tell someone as you're exiting what you just saw. Nothing amusing about it. Nothing funny about that. So I don't know anything necessarily bad is going to happen. Those guys are making millions and millions of views, him and his brother. So I guess the pranks and things like that are kind of fun. But there has to be some limits, though. You have to have some kind of boundaries of places you won't go. So, Mr. Jake Paul, you just discovered where you don't want to go. We don't want to see it. No one finds it amusing. And there needs to be limits, checks on what you film. All right. It's just a trending topic. Really kind of sad. And I think kind of dangerous for this kid. You're a guest